Hi everybody, welcome back to part 2 of Materia D&D session 146, where the Crass Menagerie are all gathered in the Temple of the Gods that Ben has been working on for an extended period of time. Uh, and uh, it, they have been assisting those that have been displaced and injured and needing care, along with Mort, the domain head of death, and some of his disciples and students. Um, while here within the temple, uh, Ben is preparing himself for what is hopefully to be the final casting to bring this beacon, a beacon of light, into uh, being a permanent location upon Materia. And Tej spent some time looking around the temple and finding his peace and his zen here. The carved figure of the woman out in the front resonated with him, and Davis and Karos and the rest of the group, while doing things, Davis and Karos collected insight and information from Rafa and a couple other individuals that are working with the Heralds of Exploration, getting a lore dump on the dead queen Xersha, her eldest daughter who is now in exile, her middle daughter who has taken the throne and essentially has her husband, her mother, her father, sorry, that has her mother's husband, aka her father, and her youngest sibling, essentially as captives that are in no means in harm's way, because they're seen as deities because they are an extension of the dead Queen Xersha. Um, yeah. So with that, as we return, the menagerie is strewn about the uh, the interior of the temple to Sarah, to the beacon, the temple to Surya, the temple to the Everlight. Um, Ben, as the sun continues its journey across the sky, you're waiting for it to reach, its precipice for the day, the highest point, uh, where you know it is time for you to complete a year's worth of work. Um, Feel free to tell me how you go about it, how you gather people or get people out of the way. What involves? What is the planning? What is going on here?
Well, just because how I'm gonna play Ben, he is not a showboat. He's not someone who needs an audience.
Hmm.
Uh, he will go to Sej and say, "It's almost time." In perfect celestial, because that's his chosen form of communication. Uh,
I'm
he will go.
standing at the statue.
He will go to Mort and say, "It's almost time," and then he'll go to Cielo, who will and tell him in broken common, "It time."
Finally!
And I will start walking out, and I do have the axe with me.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. So I will go outside. I will place the axe at the feet of the beacon as an offering, as it was a trophy of her devout war cleric's endeavors against
This,
evil.
this
Okay.
is the statue, right?
Yes, this is the statue. I will place it at the feet as an offering.
Okay.
To either she will accept it as an offering or maybe give me guidance on how to deal with it, whichever one she sees fit.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then as I begin the ritual, the light inside of the tower will magnify intensely, almost at a point to where it's painful, with the exception of those who need rest and are injured, they are comfortable.
Okay.
And then I will begin the ritual for 1 hour.
Okay.
But Sej will be to my left, and Cielo will be to my right, and Mort can be wherever he wants. My older brother, I'm not going to tell him where to go.
Hmm. So before you do start or your ritual, right before Mort will, you know, put his hand on your shoulder and be, you know, it's nice to see our family leave a permanent mark on the world. Proud
And
of
I'm
you.
just trying to follow in my big brother's footsteps.
Mm. Wow. I know mother. I know your mother would be proud.
Yes.
Touch your head.
And then he kind of pats the axe because, being battleborn and all that is all about fighting.
Yeah. And he's
So,
like, I really, really hope your God is gonna deal with that because I I just don't I don't get it. Lumina told me what she found out about it. No, you're not keeping it.
no, it will either be taken care of now or she will show me the way.
Like I said, proud of you, little brother.
And I'll just like a gracious nod.
Mm,
And then I'll turn around and start the ritual.
mm. CLO.
Just as it starts, Sej is gonna uh show him the broken hilt that he had from his family,
Okay.
and assuming that's like the broken hilt on the statue,
Mm,
he's gonna walk over to the statue and put like the hilt where the axe was too,
okay.
and then he's gonna sit with his legs crossed like right next to where Ben was, to his left, like he said.
Okay.
Ben's gonna, like, right before he does that, he sees him do this. He goes, I guess it was meant to be, referring to the handle.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look at,
I have a good feeling that it was.
yes. And I'm gonna look at Cielo. No touch. Talking about the items up there. I don't want all of a sudden Sticky Fingers grab something.
The axe is
Ruins
bigger than him.
everything.
He gives you a
Uh,
smile, but
Hey,
like the devilish look, like yeah.
I I know him. He'll try.
Yeah, for context, just the blade of the axe is bigger than Cielo from
Oh
ear to
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
but
it's
I've
But
seen him
that
do
jeweled hilt, though.
yeah, man.
I've seen him do amazing things with less. So I don't put it past him.
Yeah, I know. I completely believe you. All right.
So with that
Uh,
being said, I'll kind of ready myself and begin the ritual.
All right. Let me Temple of the Gods. I don't think there was a component, right? No, there is. There is. Holy symbol worth at least. Okay, so casting time, 1 hour. All right. So as Ben begins to focus, um, the sun does, you know, lock into place essentially where it needs to be for this. And as Ben mentioned, the interior of his temple begins to, over time, begin to just swell with warmth, but it's not hot. It's just warmth and light, and it becomes brighter and brighter, though with the grace and capabilities of his deity um, and those in attendance, the temple itself reacts accordingly, dimming the lights or preventing the brightest of the lights to encroach and impede those that are wishing to rest and recover. Uh, as the ritual progresses, Mort steps away from his little brother. Uh, Lumina joins by Mort's side, as well as Alpha and Bronzen, and they provide their support in whatever ways they can, or a deity that they do not follow, but a deity that they respect. And Mort, even more for a brother that is taking a grandiose step in the direction of the domain. Cielo, it is boring as all hell.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it sounds nice, but it's blah, blah, blah. Um,
Gonna
the,
like
yeah.
sneakily get up to Ben and be like, so how much longer?
I continue focusing and casting and saying the words, but there will be like a little crack of a grin on my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I'll kind of do the head nod, like if you want to go, you can go.
He'll go.
You are released, CLO.
Yeah. He's gonna go find some cool woods or something.
Yeah. And there are, the various acacia trees and low-lying shrub, and the native plant life of the open
Yeah,
plain.
I'm working with the picture, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised the picture actually turned out really well considering, I've had bad luck with AI generators.
Yeah, I like it. It came out really well. And it actually is kind of appropriate because you see more greens and more trees on one side, and then it becomes open in the back. So right on the border. But yeah, Cielo, I imagine you kind of going off, but within eye shot, so you can still see what's going on because
Yeah.
you've been here for a lot of this. You've seen this every day. Today is supposed to be something special.
It's just a little bit brighter. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Can I ask Rock a
So
question?
absolutely.
Rock, you know some religion stuff, I think, right?
Um, more or less.
Isn't it weird that this is like finishing on a day when I can see the moons in the sky, and I'll point up and see like faintly the two moons, just like it's kind of like a sun
Not
thing,
bad.
and like it's like the one or it's like one of 3 days of the year, 2 days of the year. I don't remember. It's like weird, right? Kind of, or just I don't know.
It is weird. And thank you. Actually, it's no joke. As Adam, I was about to mention the sky, and you mentioned it. It's kind of cool. Way to go, Jonathan. So yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird, but I mean, in terms of what I think I understand about the importance of these 3 weird days, they are magically the most potent.
Oh, okay. I guess it makes sense then.
I I guess maybe this helps make it easier to make something like this stick.
Cool.
I mean, I kind of understand it, right? Because I got
Yeah.
my tower.
Right. Yeah. This seems like your jam. Just like, like this is too much, right? Like this is, and I kind of like trying to make it seem like this is not
Oh,
as impressive. Like this is a lot. I mean, the tower is perfect. It's cozy. It's great. You know, like this is a lot.
I want to hate this, but I don't.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
like,
it's because it's like the next step, right? It's
yeah, I
like,
suppose it's handy for sure, but you know, like, okay, show off, right?
yeah, it's it's cool.
And if he wants to, yeah, I'm basically like, it's cool. I do think it's just dope, but I'm just trying to like make him feel better, especially
No,
since ever since was it Eben? No, what was the guy's name in Carver?
In Eno Goisha.
Eno, yeah, his fucking tower was he had the magnificent
Hmm.
mansion and it was just dope and Rock
Yeah,
hated him.
yeah, yeah. He's like,
I won't bring
he's
that
like,
up though. I won't bring that up.
yeah, yeah. You get the sense that Rock's approach to this is different than Eno's.
Yeah.
Like this is a little different.
Okay.
Um, that's cool. Maybe someday I'll figure out how to do something like this.
I mean, it's cool. Your tower's great though.
I do like my tower. I like my swimming pool.
Yeah, the pool's nice.
Mm. I gotta start studying my books more so I can figure out what else I can do.
Just be careful.
No, the dangerous stuff is when I try to make my own stuff.
Oh, is that what that's happening? Okay.
Yeah. I have this really cool idea. A lot harder to put into practice.
I'll help you
So,
with whatever you want.
yeah, thanks. And Opal gave me some good advice. She
Oh, you
kicked
did
my
go talk to her. Nice. Okay.
yeah, a few times. So, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But I'm I'm really curious to see what happens when he finishes.
Yeah,
So,
it's like supposed to. You said make it stick, right?
if I
Because like your
understand
tower
it,
pops out after what, like 8 hours or something, I think.
something. Yeah, essentially, there's certain magics that if you do them in the same location for a year or an extended amount of time, uh, yeah, the magic lets it stay permanently or
Yeah,
until destroyed.
I think Al mentioned something about that with the circle thing.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Magic's
that
weird. It's
that's
cool,
that
but it's weird.
telling me, man. I
True.
can throw a fireball out of my hands if I wanted to, and I still don't get it.
No.
I can literally make Karos appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, is it okay that I do that without asking his consent?
I mean, you're gonna have to ask him. If you do it to me, I don't know. I'm interested, but I get it.
Yeah, he's just.
Oh yeah.
I think the term is that boy slaps.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I've
work.
heard. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah.
Ironically, Karos is slapping someone right now. Somewhere. Like,
He's in there beating one of the wounded people. Give me my shit back.
it's like somebody's just like, we need to wake him up. He won't wake up. He has a terrible concussion. Slap.
That was a good slap. Yeah, that was a good slap. All right.
Psychic
Either
swing.
that or either that or you caught Cielo in his back pocket.
Hands off, little Ben.
I'm literally twice the man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Twice, more like 3 or 4 times. Goddamn.
I'm just going from HP rolls alone.
I was
Okay.
going by size.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So
I
Ben,
can smite you to the next life.
do you want to see the
And
maze? I'll
Carlos is
send
like
you that.
faster than you too. I'm sure.
In
Uh,
bursts, in short bursts.
In bursts. In bursts. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a
Yeah, sustained. I guess Cielo wins.
a sprinter's race.
That's true. Plus, he's got cutting action. Never mind. That actually would be. Yeah.
Cielo is is the fastest when
Now
it
that
comes
Ragnar's gone.
to
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I could technically, like, if it was literally just a race, I could do 11 flights,
Mhm. Action dashes.
an action dash, and then 1 round of double action dash
Right.
from the,
Sure. Yep.
from the thing. So it would be
But
as
then-
long
Why
as,
is it always
as
coming
long as
races
it's
in
over.
this? God damn
As long as it's over in 1 minute and 6 seconds,
it.
I'll be very fast.
Yeah. If it's a
That's
dash,
what I always tell them.
if it's a dash, you're good. All right.
I'm gonna make
So-
this so fast for you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sorry. This. Pretend I played this like 30 seconds ago.
Nailed it.
Nice. Nailed it.
Just edit
Oh,
edit
eating.
the footage. Just edit the footage later.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I'll get it in post. I'll get it in post.
Yeah, you'll get the horn in post. All right. So, as time seemingly stands still, as Ben is chanting the incantations and saying his prayers to the beacon, the axe and the broken hilt from the scorched dagger presented at the feet of the statue. Time will progress, time will move forward. And Ben, as you've repeated these words for 362 days, this is the 363rd time, marking a singular year on the the calendar of Materia. It's it's interesting when you take the time to look up at the structure that you have brought through a source that you're not aware of. Was it your imagination that made this? Was it the beacon guiding you? Was it both? Uh, the visual, the sky is busy in that the beacon, the sun itself, is in the center. The tower is pointing directly to the beacon. But it is maybe an image that still brings you to question a little bit because the beacon is competing in the day sky with Loon and Luna. And in many accounts of folklore and stories, the moon is antithesis to the sun. So why of all days that a year ago did you decide that this was the day to start it, knowing that this would be, well, that this would be the day to end it?
Well, the way
And
oh, sorry, go ahead.
go ahead. Yeah, no, go. You can. You can.
No, what I was going to say was the way I see it is all light belongs to the beacon, even if it's light, moonlight.
Okay, sure.
So to me, it's triple the most powerful signs of light that we know
Okay,
in the sky.
cool. All right, let me just scratch that off my notes as a reveal to you because you already figured that part out. All right, fine.
In this
All right,
session,
but
we
yeah,
dumpster everything Adam was going to say.
no, this is pretty dope. No, I'm proud of you guys. You're catching on to it. So yeah, actually, Ben, so that thought crossed your mind, but then the true realization crosses your mind, and as you glance your eyes down, back looking from the top of the sky down the tower into the place where the statue is. Out of the side of your eye, you see Sej, and you turn your head and you see the expression on Sej's face, and Sej is in shock. He is enamored. He is mesmerized by something. He's not saying a word, but he's reaching his right hand out. And as you turn to see what Sej is reaching his hand out towards, this dark skinned hair of wild light and fire, with her eyes glowing bright, robed in whites and golds and bronzes, has one hand reached out to Sej, and she extends another hand towards you, Ben. What do you two do?
Yeah, what
Well,
do you do, Ben?
well, I assume it's the beacon, so I eagerly present my hand.
Sej, do you allow her to take your hand?
Absolutely. Without hesitation.
Yeah.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Yeah. So as you both reach out towards, say, her hands, um, it is hot, but it does not hurt. And she says, one of you has chased me your entire life. One of you has never felt the need to stay still. The other enjoys a home. The other one has prepared all of this. For you, Sej, this is the next part of your journey. For you, Ben, unknowingly, you have created an expression of my light. But it is not for you to call home. Ben, you are never to be tethered down. Always to run across the sky. Shining your light. Burning bright. For where was this? Gods and deities. It'd be nice when cats, don't walk across your keyboard and change pages.
Oh, hell, Jones.
Yeah, I'll have Jones.
Jones the true
Yeah.
GM.
Yes.
Lord of Chaos.
These lesser deities have nothing on Jones.
It's true.
They really don't. It's crazy. All
They're
right.
but mere
For
projections of his will. All powerful.
all powerful indeed.
I do enjoy that
Watch
Pebble.
me.
That Pebble is the center of our group right now. That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, woo, where'd she go?
Watch me destroy the entire world. Control Alt Delete.
Yeah. That was weird. She got put on the map layer somehow instead of the token layer. There you go. That's better. All right. So, both of you have led with mercy, patience, compassion, inspired others to unite in fellowship. Both of you have aided those without a guide, healed those who are without hope. Both of you have ensured that those that are beyond redemption, who rival in slaughter and are remorselessly evil, meet a swift justice. The two of you represent both halves that make the tenets of my light true. Know that even during the night, my light shines. Or, as Ben understands, Luna and Loon are but reflections of my light. And today, on Thrisson Day, a new temple in my name shall stand on Materia proper. Thank you, Sej, for returning the first gift I have ever given any one of my followers. And she reaches down and takes the broken hilt. And as she reaches down and takes the broken hilt, you see that what was once broken begins to repair itself. And it is no longer scorched marked. It is no longer shattered. The blade is complete. The beautiful gems are anew. And she turns and places the blade within the special hilt upon the statue. And as the hilt slides into place, you then hear this and feel this rumbling. And in this circular platform where the stairs raise up and you're on this like dais and the statue is, she begins to raise her hands up and she floats up. And then Ben and Sej, you two are the two up here. You also begin to float up as the center dais splits open, turns, and a passageway, a doorway down, opens up with stairs spiraling down. ID.
You didn't build that, did you?
I kind of look at him like, no. But I think she wants us to go there.
Not everything in its design was given to you, Ben. For
I
this
am
is
but a tool.
for this is but one last trial by fire to ensure that this temple will withstand and its new keeper will keep it here in the grace of the sun, glowing bright as a beacon to all, and as, well, fire retribution for those that stand against our tenants. The axe is in free fall, and you hear it crash at the bottom. And as you both look down and you hear the sound, your feet are back on the dais. The beacon, Surya, the Everlight, she's gone.
There's
The hilt,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, the broken blade now repaired, affixed to the statue. The doorway is open, or I guess it would be an oubliette, I think is what it's called. The
Yeah, that's right.
path, yeah, is open.
Oh, we're going to the labyrinth. So I'm
Nice.
gonna.
There's light.
Take the sword back from the statue.
I think it stays, but I think she wants us to go down there.
Well, I'm definitely going down there.
I'm gonna go. Did what? My perception of this, Adam, is it something that Sej and I need to do, or would I be able to invite like Cielo to come in because he goes everywhere I go? So
It's a trial by fire. That's all you know. Uh, do as you see fit.
I'll look at Sej. I'm gonna refer to him as the Keeper of the Light. That is his title that I'm going to give him, the Keeper of the Light.
Who, me?
Yes, I'm gonna call you Keeper.
For some reason, it feels right, but I mean, what are we
Do
waiting
we
for? Let's go.
do we wish to invite your and my friends?
I have a good feeling this is for us.
Okay. I'll kind of motion for him to go first, since this is his temple.
Just like walking anywhere, he just proudly walks down the stairs.
I'll follow behind him.
The two of you. Anyone else? Or did you invite others or no?
I'm not saying they're not invited, but I'm going to let them do what they feel they need to do. I'm going to assume that the beacon will show them the way that they need to go.
Very well.
That's the way I'm going to play it.
Okay. Those of you that have gathered, you hear the heavy sound of the axe resonate through this hole. Though I guess for y'all, you didn't necessarily see that it opened up. And then you see Ben and Sej walk down, disappearing within the floor.
Randomly, could I at some point summon my glaive and just see if anything at all looks like different about it in the presence of this stuff? Like, I was like, are like she and Agni bros maybe? Like, I don't know. Is there a thing there?
Sure. Do you do it while she's there?
Yeah.
Okay. You summon the glaive, and it's on fire. Not burning you, but it is.
It's lit.
It's lit, y'all.
It is absolutely reacting.
Oh shit.
It is the type where you no longer see the metal of it.
Oh shit.
What you see is it's like it almost looks like hot slag. But you're holding it, and it keeps its shape. And it's just emanating like heat waves off of it. Now, it's not hurting anyone near you.
Yeah.
It's just all the details are gone. You're just seeing hot slag in the shape of your glaive, and it's reacting.
Way to go. Everyone now has radiation poison.
I just did Materia Chernobyl. Let's go.
Yeah. So, um,
Wow. Okay.
so keeping it out, putting it back up.
Honestly, initially, I'll just dismiss it, thinking because it seems bad at first. Like, oh god, this
Okay.
probably is gonna be bad for people.
Okay, so as you go to dismiss it, it does its simple dismissal.
Okay.
Nothing. Pebble will and then dive bomb into the oubliette. And Rock will be, Pebble, I guess I'm going, guys. And he'll start.
Oh, is this shit?
Where Pebble goes, I go. You know that's the rule.
And I got it. Okay, I got Rock's back. So, yep.
I'll tag along too. I can't. No, this is. I don't know what's going on right
Also,
now.
Al, did you see that? That shit was weird. Like, my glaive was like nutty hot. Did it hurt? Like, could you feel it?
Just kind of warm, not like.
Yeah, it's like a space heater.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's a
wild.
space heater?
Shut up, space boy.
When you start a fire in a tiny hut and everybody starts suffocating, it's a terrible time. Don't recommend it.
All right, let's go.
Onwards.
Are they all going down too? Are they seeing us go?
I keep seeing
They
Suki
are-
light up, but I'm not hearing anything.
I think
Yeah.
I just
Oh, there you go.
breathed loudly.
Okay.
You breathe intensely enough.
I'm getting pre-tired thinking about how many steps there are.
You can fly, dude.
No, me, not Carlos, just
Car-
me, literally me. I think about stairs and I get tired.
Oh, man.
So, Todd, you're almost gonna have to go to bed.
Pretty close. Yeah, I think Carlos will probably like check out the entrance to look and be like, "Is this a trap?"
I mean,
Okay.
you can
A sacrifice.
inside investigation check. Is this a trap?
How trappy on a scale of 1 to trap?
What's Hans doing right now? Is Hans being like, no, fuck off, get out of here?
He's trying to keep me from running in, but I just too
Oh
distracted.
shit, nice, let's go.
What was the total? Sorry,
26.
26. No, it's not a trap. In fact, wow, it's beautiful and lit up down there, and it's just another set of stairs working their way down.
If anybody is still not down while he's been inspecting this, he's just gonna shrug. Doesn't look trappy, at least non-magically so.
I love that it doesn't look trappy. Yeah. So, as a couple more of you join and descend, Pebble flies down Ben Pebble swoops down, looks at you, and then lands on Sej's shoulder.
He pets uh Pebble with like a finger. For Cielo, I don't know if he would have gone that far, but would he have noticed that everybody just kind of disappeared and went down these stairs?
I would assume
Yeah,
so.
you would have noticed. Yeah, like you would have kept. I said that you went off, but you kept an eye on everything because you've been a part of this for a while now. You weren't gonna miss out whatever this was.
I he's gonna go.
Right.
He
Nice.
sneakily as himself, but he's gonna make sure no funny business is happening.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, of course.
He
I
needs his
understand that.
Ben to be alive.
He does need his Ben to be alive. Um. Okay. So I believe that's everyone. So as you guys descend and head down the spiral stairs, you begin to hear the sounds of um, like some wind blowing through and the like trickles of water. And when you enter down this sub level, you're
Oh,
introduced
that's
to
dope as
this.
fuck, dude.
That's nice.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to find something appropriate for this. You enter what is actually the true temple. And anyone that's proficient in religion, go ahead and roll me a religion check, please.
Should I roll for Rock? Or no, you've got rolls for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me. Uh,
My,
He's
my,
plus,
my
he's plus
first
9.
decent religion roll.
I'm just putting you guys down here
Oh,
now.
Ben. Boy. Oh, that's your D4.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's your D4.
Yeah.
I saw 1 and I was like, what?
CJ, what did you send me? Rock. Rock.
The thing that I always, this is just me bitching for a second. And religion is an intelligence check
Yeah, it's
where
weird.
clerics are good at wisdom.
Yeah, I know.
Weird.
I know. That's why I made
Well, and same thing with nature too, right? Like, because like rangers
Yeah.
are like wisdom and like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
think it kind of comes down to like what you're talking about, right? Like religious history
right.
could be memorizing, just like nature, even though a lot of us would think of like, oh, yes, I know exactly what plants are healthy and which ones aren't, and how the
mhm.
ecosystem works. And then I think in the D&D sense, they're like, oh, you're in tune with nature and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know
that's
the
why,
way of
like,
things.
that's why, like, I can. That's why I'm very loose at calling like different skills. But just for the sake of this, just to get and it actually an intelligence one makes sense in this case because,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
yeah.
That's all right.
So
Just wait to 16 whenever I take that feat where I can use wisdom for intelligence.
yeah, exactly. So that's the only three of you. So Ben, Rock, and Al.
Carlos made a roll.
I
That
have
was
Oh,
enough.
not.
no, that was
I have
something
not.
else. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Ben and Al, you're taking it all at this. Ben especially, like, wait, did I make this as well? Um, it's a little, it's a little much. But Rock looks at it and being Rock, he's like, this has been here. This is old. This is really old.
So I built on top.
I think you built the door.
Any? Can we do a short pause, Adam? Any particular reason why I chose this spot, or was it just sheer happenstance?
The way that I understood it when we were talking, you felt that this was the spot.
Got it. Okay, so it was just a feeling. It was the light guiding me. Okay, I just wanted to make sure like something didn't happen here or something like that. It was just the light guiding me. Got it.
It can be how you, maybe you interpret it like, you were sleeping and traveling, and then this was like the first place that you found peace, right? It could be, but
Got it. Okay.
there was no premeditative spot.
Yeah, I didn't know like a battle occurred here or something happened here in the past or whatever. It was just
Yeah,
it felt right. Got it. Makes sense.
felt right. So the water down here is clear. It reflects the sourceless light. Where does this light come from? It's kind of weird. Um, the air moves almost as if in modern day, like it was air conditioned. It's comfortable down here, but there's a flow of air. It's nice. And Rock says you built a door.
What's Pebble doing?
Pebble's sitting on Sesh.
Oh, okay.
Shoulder.
So she wasn't like trying to come down here so much as she was wanted to be with Sedge in this moment. Got it.
So I'm gonna look at Sej and then Celestial. Any ideas?
No, but let's keep walking.
Is it one big open area, Adam, or is there like offshoots going off like tunnels and stuff?
Right now, what you see, it's one big open area.
He's gonna
Very
walk
much.
straight to the middle of it. He's just gonna start walking.
All right.
I want to follow right beside Sage because from what the goddess said, he's the keeper. So I'm going to.
So as you guys are walking, can I get everyone to make perception check? Please. And Rock's perception check, he gets advantage, right? Yeah, he gets advantage.
Yeah, Sentinel.
Okay.
Speaking of,
Not good.
hey,
Yeah.
DJ, your mic working?
Oh, is he here?
I
Hey!
have no clue what you guys are doing, so I'm just eavesdropping.
Okay.
No problem.
I did get. I am home now.
Oh, wow.
He joined literally at
Nice.
Rock. Rock tells you made a door. It was like a minute ago.
Nice. So,
My roll 20 thing reset, so pretend this investigation is a perception.
okay.
Because I can't figure out why it's set to. Oh, I think I manually adjusted it, so it's just it says 9 instead of 10, despite.
Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, nice. All right, so good perception checks. 29, 20, 23.
And then a bunch
All
of
right, who
13s.
else? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, technically there is Cielo and there is Sedge down here, so you can roll for both.
You chose the
Size
same.
everywhere.
I have one give the other one advantage.
You could do that, and then Pebble would have gotten a 14, 20. All right, Pebble 20. Okay. All right, nice. So as those of you are walking, ooh, wait, what's that? We got a 29 and a 28 for the two. Okay, cool. Okay, so as Ben and Sej are walking side by side.
Cielo's the one that got the 20, by the way.
Yeah, gotcha. The 28, got it. Okay. So, let me fix this. Let me get this ready. Okay, cool. So, as Ben and Sej are walking with Pebble on Sej's shoulder, and you guys are kind of observing and seeing and kind of spreading about the room, the way that it's set up, and there is a an open space in the middle where none of the water is. And Yellow and Ben would notice that as they're approaching, the water begins to bubble, and as you see what's happening, a hand from each pool begins to lift up because they were noticed so early on. And similar to what Davis's glaive looked like, in the shape of who you were just interacting with above, two scorching figures of females on fire begins, and the temperature in the room immediately hits all of you. If you are not resistant to fire damage, I need all of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Rock is resistance because of his thermal rider's cloak. Al is resistant. He's a tiefling.
I'm assuming no
Ba, ba, ba,
scars.
ba. Nat 20, bitches.
Yo.
You
Yeah.
know what? You do get scars because of the
Oh,
effect.
interesting. Okay.
I can't remember. So is this how long has it been since we were just
I
helping?
gave you guys a long rest. I gave you guys a long.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I knew we had healed, but I didn't know if we were still retconning before the heal or anything like that, just for potentially the hit dice and the Nirvana cube.
Oh no, it was dawn. So your Nirvana cube. We actually need to roll a number. I thought you did. I didn't see that you did.
No, I was getting ready to, but we were in a dialogue, and I didn't know if the dialogue happened before.
I appreciate it. Yeah. So go ahead and roll me
Okay.
the Nirvana die.
Roll.
One.
Oh. I don't.
What
If
did your
it's sub 10, I feel like it's 8. We have an 8. I feel like whenever it's sub 10,
Yeah,
that's good.
Plus EV.
Yeah.
it
And then
tends to be more beneficial. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 3d6 for those hit die just to see.
Oh yes.
Oh, so
And
you get it back.
I forgot what the rule is. If it needs to be,
They're all back.
I was gonna say,
yeah, they're all
it's
back. Yeah.
above 3, right?
Yeah. 4,
Alright.
5, or 6 gets it back. All right. So
Sez got a 19 and Cielo got a 4.
Oh, Cielo incinerates.
no.
I'd like to bank that 3d6 for a future damage roll because it was pretty great.
Barbecue bunny.
Yeah. Okay. I still need the rest of the con saves.
Oh, it should have been a 6.
Okay.
15 total.
So is that everybody? Okay. So where's my saves? Where's it start? Save. Ben, you're fine. Davis, you're fine. Caro. 15.
Mm-hmm.
You have a point of exhaustion.
I do have a lot of fur.
Yeah.
That's true. It's not the heat. It's the
Cielo,
humidity.
point of exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
But then Rock and Al are immune, so.
Rock and Al are immune, so that should be everybody, right? Oh, Pebble.
Oh, right, you did Pibble.
Pebble. Let's see if I have an extra die. Whoa! Oh no, I don't think that. No. No, Pebble doesn't have any con bonuses, right? No, Pebble fails. Pebble is exhausted. Alright, there are so many little symbols on Pebble. It's like, in one. Yes, so these. It's a weird combination of beautiful in form and figure, but terrifying and powerful embodiments of power as these two individuals, larger than large, step out of the water, and they look towards all of you, and the straight heat from both of them, you feel it like instantly impact on you, and some of you feel more of an impact as you, like I said, you become exhausted. In Celestial, in a protective tone of voice, the trial begins.
Glaive out.
Celestial,
Oh shit!
Oh
Never
yeah, you
mind.
started.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have done
yeah,
it
yeah. Yeah. So I guess Ben and Dej understand what they said. So you
I
have
will,
a moment to, yeah, say something.
I will immediately say Cielo's name in the fashion it knows shit's getting ready to go down.
Got it.
I'll be like, Cielo!
And
Yeah, I hear you.
As I ready myself. Adam, I never said either way.
mhm.
Would I have had my armor on while casting that spell?
As you look down, all of you are cladded in your armor and in your equipment. Davis, even before you do anything, your armor is on you, your glaive is out.
then. Oh, okay. Yeah, I explicitly said that I put it on before we went down. I put it in the chat
Okay,
even.
cool. Okay, I missed that. But yeah, no,
That's fine.
like any one of you that was not prepared, all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? Like wrong, the staff is ready.
Yeah.
Fucking divine intervention, I love it.
One of them begins to fly up in the sky, and the other one moves to block those of you that are approaching. And since it's close to midnight, we'll call it there.